Hi, good morning. I am getting my breakfast started, and so this morning I am just doing the same thing I normally have been doing lately, which is steamed kale and cabbage. So I just chop all of it up real quick and then steam it. And then also in the mornings what I like to do is get my broccoli ready for the day. So I steam up a lot of broccoli, probably like 2 or 3 heads, just because me, like everyone in my family, we eat a bunch of it. So I tend to just like make a bunch, and then if I have any left over, then I give it to my daughter like the next day or something. So yeah. So just take all this, I put it in my steamer basket. This is like my least favorite kind of steamer basket, by the way, just because it is really hard to clean. So there's always like little bits of broccoli or greens in there. And so I put this in the pot for about 5 minutes. And while that is cooking, I am going to break up this broccoli. And one common thing people always talk about with getting kids to eat their veggies is to have them help you prepare them. And so I started just like having my daughter break them. So sometimes when I'm having her help me, I just like have her break them. So now I just break them. I don't use my knife, which actually right now would probably save me some time. So I'm going to. I'm gonna do 2 heads today. I'm gonna need to order broccoli tomorrow. There's that. Let's see. That should be enough, but I might as well just do this last one because it's gonna be so lonely in the fridge if I don't. And I know on my previous video, I talked about how I did Dr. Furman's Eat to Live for a really long time, where I like followed a nutritarian lifestyle. I just really never got over like the cravings part. And so just adding a lot of vegetables to my daily meal has really helped me. I don't know why I'm like having a lot less cravings. I snack a lot less. I don't really snack in between meals. And if I do, it's like fruit that I have out for the kids that I've cut up. And so also while I wait for that, this veggie gunk, I usually just, I got my Instapot to cook my oats and my beans, and so I do steel cut oats. I put 2 cups of dry steel cut oats in there with 6 cups of water, and I use the porridge setting, and I do that for 5 minutes, and then I let it the natural steam release, so I don't like do the forced steam release. And so when I'm getting it ready in the morning, all I do, making a bunch of noise, I just take about a cup of it. It's all like gelatinous, and then I just throw it in there like that, and I put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes. And then to that, I will mash up a banana and then add some blueberries to it. I just use the Kirkland blueberries. Sometimes, like, I haven't gone anywhere since this, like, at any stores since quarantine happened, and so I rely on like my husband and just having food delivered, and so it's kind of just whatever you can get. And so I try to do organic when I can, but if it's not organic, I don't say no, just because it's better than having, you know, like Cheerios or whatever for. Not that Cheerios is bad for you. I mean, it is. It's like really processed, but it's delicious. Oh, then I also always add flax. So I just buy the pre-ground stuff and I just keep it in the fridge. and that seems to work really well for me. Anyway, that is my breakfast, and I will show you what it looks like when it is all done. Okay, so my breakfast is all ready. This is my greens portion. It is, like I said, kale and cabbage. I usually use ruffled cabbage because it has a better like texture and it just tastes a little better, or savory cabbage. This is just like the regular green cabbage, like the big heads that you see in the store. And then I put some of the coconut aminos from Coconut Secret on those, and it's really good. They have really good sauces. They're all pretty low in sodium. I always have been low sodium, well, for like the last decade, just because I have something wrong with my liver. I knew it was gonna happen. I have the Bragg's, but it is like 320 milligrams of sodium per tablespoon, and this one is only 90, which is much less. And so this is my oats, and so there's like a banana mashed in. I did drizzle on some maple syrup. There's a tablespoon of flax, and so I'm just gonna take this in where my kids are and eat this, and I'll end up sharing with my baby because she loves the cabbage. So yeah, it's kind of like the half and half plate. And then I had said earlier what I like better about the way, like just eating more vegetables, but I meant with starches. So Dr. Furman, if you guys don't know anything about him, he's great, and I really love the nutritarian lifestyle. It was just more like you couldn't have a lot of starches. You could have, like a half a cup or something, one serving a day. And if you were trying to lose weight, it had to be way less than that. And so just having more starches, I felt way less hungry throughout the day. I felt way less snacky. It just is really like I'm much more satiated through the day, and so I really like that. So I'm still really focusing on getting high quality, high nutrient dense foods in, just like a nutritarian. I'm just adding more starches. And I'm not eating, right now I'm not eating any avocado. I'm having very low fat, I guess. Just, I'm not eating any avocado if I can't help it. I'm not like a big nut person anyway. I do have my flax. I've had avocado a couple times, like in the last couple weeks, but I am on week 3 and I am down a little over 6.5 pounds. So it's really just easy. I don't know, this is super easy for me. I'm really excited about it and happy that I found Plentiful Kiki and started watching her and High Carb Hannah, and started listening to Chelsea May Cullen's podcast. If you haven't listened to it, it's really great. She doesn't exactly follow the Starch Solution. She just is kind of really focusing on being in a calorie deficit, which is what you need to do. This is just like an easy way to get there, because I figure without eating all of my candy and ice creams that I am like saving at least 100 calories a day, because I have a sweet tooth. Anyway, I will show you what my lunch looks like, and I will see you later. Again, and I am just getting lunch made. I usually make some potatoes, like steam them and roast them, I don't know, a couple times a week. And so today I am just having some steamed broccoli with some sweet potato. Move this out of the way. And then my husband, I just, we don't have like an air fryer. I have a lid that goes in my Instapot. It's over here and it's hot, so I can't really show you right now, but it just makes it crispy. It's called Melthy, M-E-A-T-H-Y. And so broccoli, and then he's having some barbecue sauce with his. I'm going to use my Coconut Secret teriyaki sauce. Mine's going to be really low. I have to order some more. So I'm going to measure it out. And just put a little bit on my broccoli and this. And that is my lunch. Hi, I am getting everything ready for dinner tonight. And so last night what I did is I made like burrito bowls, but I chopped up some bell peppers, an orange and a yellow one, added some frozen corn and black beans, and put some like taco seasoning on it. I just put like 1 tablespoon instead of 3 to cut down on the sodium. And then I serve that over rice with hot sauce. And so tonight I'm gonna be doing that again, but I'm gonna have a salad. And so I always just grate up a carrot or 2. And then I have some pre-chopped onions in the fridge and some cherry tomatoes. And so that is my salad. And then tonight I also made some zucchini and mushroom. It is sauteed up in some like vegetable broth with a little bit of pepper. And then I added a tiny bit of salt for my husband because he's salty. And so that is what we are going to have for dinner. My daughter is having oats with beans and broccoli, which she's been eating that way forever. So it's like super, mostly easy to get her to eat beans and broccoli. But for the most part, she's pretty good about it. But she doesn't really like rice. She likes oats much better. She's very sweet. Anyway. Hi. I like Cholula, and so I just put this on my rice and bean mix stuff. And then I also got this really great wasabi Dijon dressing, and it's fat-free. It doesn't have any oil. It's pretty clean, actually. Anyway, I got this, and it's cheaper than the vegan ranch I had been using, which is really fattening, so I had to find something to switch to. So I just put a little bit on. I usually measure it out just because I like sauce and I can really overdo it. So anyway, this is my dinner. So I have my zucchini and mushrooms that are sauteed, and then my salad, and then rice and beans. And thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.